a very good Saturday afternoon to you, and I hope I find you very well on what is an absolutely glorious summer Saturday afternoon here in Manchester. First, sorry, an apology, not been around. Quite bad health managed to track me down over the last fortnight or so. Been having trouble shaking it off. But I think I found a little hidey hole where it doesn't know where I am right at the moment. So I thought by way of entertaining myself, I'd make one of these. I know I've made an announcement to say make some channel changes, and the channel changes are going to be there. But I thought my first one coming back will be a watch related one. And this one is only a short video, but I think it's a very important video because what it is a question, and it's a genuine question, because it's something I can't answer, even though I'm as guilty of what I'm going to ask as anybody else who is interested in and loves wearing prestige watches. So the question basically is why is it, do you think, that we as watch collectors, watch wearers, watch lovers put up with the differential between watch manufacture cost and watch retail cost? Now, we're all aware, let's take one of our favourite brands out there, a Subby, for instance. We're all aware that manufacture costs for a Submariner, which costs, let's say, 5,500 of your finest British pounds, is under 1,000 of your finest British pounds to actually manufacture. So where does the rest go? Well, of course, where it goes is your differential in between the manufacture cost and the sale cost to the AD, and then the retail price from the AD onwards. But that's only a small section of it, I believe. So where else does it go? Well, I guess where it goes is promotional costs. It goes towards the massive advertising costs that all these brands accumulate over a 12-month period, where they put massively glossy adverts in glossy magazines. Part of it, of course, will go back into the coffers so that they can have a magnificent stand at Basel. It will also go towards, I guess, the sponsorship budgets of sporting events, as we're well aware that we have Wimbledon coming up very shortly, and of course year in, year out, Rolex are there as the official timekeeper. Now, even though we can account for where some of that differential goes, why do we as watch wearers and buyers put up with it? Why? Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not, a communist who believes that everybody should be equal. I'm too real-minded for that. And I don't have a problem with companies making profit. But let's say, for instance, that just for ease of calculation, let's say a Subby is £1,000 to make. And let's say that it is sold for 5.5, 6 grand in the shop to you and I. So why are we happy with that differential? Because what a company decides to do with their money is not up to us. It is entirely up to them what they want to do. If they want to sponsor Wimbledon, then fine. But I am sure that all these companies, and I appreciate some of you are going to come back and say, oh, well, Rolex is a registered charity, di-da. That's only for tax purposes. But it's anybody, any of the big names. They will all have a similar manufacture cost to retail cost ratio. And there's all this money in between. So that's the question. Why do we put up with it? Given that I fully accept that people have to make profit, so you have your bottom line and your retail cost, not a problem at all. Everybody has to make profit to pay staff and so on and so forth. Fine, not a problem with that. It just seems to me to be a massive differential where these little babies are concerned. Let me know. Let me know why you feel that we put up with that. I mean, let's throw a car analogy in. We always do this with watches. Let's throw a car analogy in. If this is genuine, the Bugatti Veyron, for instance, I appreciate that's been superseded now. But if Bugatti are to be believed, they lost money on every single vehicle. Now, I'm not saying that your Ferraris and your Lamborghinis of this world and McLaren and all that can also lose money, but I also guess that the technical innovations that are being utilised to make a supercar or a hypercar eat in to the monetary costs of bolting the thing together. Whereas watches, no matter how prestige they are, the technology and the skills to make them have been established over 300 years, 400 years. And in that time, the bare bones of it hasn't changed. Whereas cars, of course, have carried on developing, and we've now got these magnificent machines known as hypercars with great space-age materials and that kind of thing. Whereas, as we're well aware, you know, even the most expensive Subby or an Omega or whatever it is, are only made of stainless steel. You know, I appreciate there are other metals as well, but under normal circumstance, your watch is made of stainless steel. It's made of generally a generic ETA movement or a variant of that. And even in-house movements have variants of an ETA movement back down the line. So why do we put up with this cost differential? I appreciate that we have no choice. I know that. But why are we happy with it? If we're not happy with it, then why are we not all making it clear that we're not happy with it? Or are we just so resigned to the fact that we are being overcharged for these little bits of jewellery that we wear on our wrists that we just, well, you know, that's what it costs and that's what it costs? Let me know. Let me know what your feelings are, why we stand there and just swallow this from all the major prestige manufacturers. Why is that? Let me know. Genuinely interested. I'd say I'm not against companies making profit. That's what companies do. That's all companies do. And what they make is solely a tool to get them to the profit line. That's all it is. Companies don't make things. They make profit. That's what they do. And they just find a route to making that profit. And that route is either watches or prestige cars or hypercars or very expensive shoes or whatever it happens to be. So let me know, why do we, certainly in the watch world, seem to be bent over a barrel backwards and shafted right royally where the difference between manufacture cost and retail is concerned? Let me know. Thank you very much indeed for watching this. I'll look forward to reading your comments with great interest, and I will try to get back fairly soon, as long as the sniffer dogs of ill health don't track me back down. So if you'd like this, give it a thumbs up, share it around, all that kind of thing. And if it's your first time here, by all means subscribe. I've got all sorts of content in my back catalogue, and all sorts of new interesting stuff will be coming along. So now, people, thank you very much indeed. I'm off out later to a birthday celebration, so I'm glad I'm feeling a bit better to allow me to do that, and I shall speak to you again soon. Bye bye.